Only one had gone once.
Has someone ever sworn they'd seen you somewhere, but you've never been anywhere near that place? Has someone ever told you they held a conversation with you that you just couldn't recall? According to some, that may have been your doppelganger. Now imagine a doppelganger as a phantom of a living entity. Some claim these apparitions have nothing but ill intent, while others claim they provide guidance, or even warnings of upcoming misfortune. These eerie entities are said to follow in the vicinity of their host, draining them of their energy or of their very life. In German, doppelganger is translated as double walker, showcasing the belief it is not a separate entity, but one almost parasitically attached to the living. One of the most documented of these experiences come from one Emilie Sagee. She was a beautiful young teacher from Dijon, France. She worked at several girls' schools during the 19th century. It was noted that she was very likable, intelligent, and on all accounts, a very good mentor. But even with her outstanding credibility as a teacher, she couldn't hold a job. Sources claim she was dismissed from 18 different schools in under 16 years due to strange phenomenon that seemed to happen whenever she was around. Her own ghostly apparition would be seen roaming the halls of the school, watching students with some mysterious intent. She was often spotted in two places at the same time. Well-documented accounts come from a prestigious school in present-day Latvia. It seemed Emily's living ghost was making the rounds at the school. The students and staff became frightened when, on several occasions, Emily's doppelganger showed up right next to her. The second Emily mimicked her every move in a strange mirror-like fashion. When her apparition would appear, Emily's own movements would be slowed unnaturally, making her normal movements seem eerie and uncanny. Even though on more than one account her doppelganger appeared by her side, she had never noticed her twin. But those who witnessed the apparition were both memorized and terrified of the spectral figure and the slowed movements of their beloved teacher. In another documented incident around 1846, Emily was seen inside sitting in a chair during a classroom lesson, but simultaneously was also spotted strolling outside in the garden. The 42 students inside of her classroom stared in disbelief at the strange and ghostly figure in front of them. Two brave students tried to touch the doppelganger, but their hands passed right through the phantom, as if she weren't even there. They did, however, note that the spectral teacher felt as though she was made of a mass of cold cobwebs. While outside in the garden, Emily did recall herself worrying about her students, the fact that they wouldn't attend to the work unless she was there to supervise. It was at that exact time that the girls claimed their teacher manifested in front of them, sitting in a chair while watching them work. The girls were understandably frightened of the presence as it just stared at each of them in a ghostly and supernatural way. Paranormal experts claim that it may have been this need to be in two places at once that triggered Emily's doppelganger to appear. Her emotional state may have been the catalyst that caused this biolocation. Unfortunately, the result was that students were too frightened to carry on, and schools too mystified to keep her employed. The unfortunate Emilie Sagee never saw her doppelganger. It must have been a very confusing time for the well-meaning teacher, though maybe it's a good thing that the girl and her otherworldly twin never met. According to paranormal legends, seeing one's own doppelganger is a bad omen, a harbinger of doom. The emotional or spiritual reaction when a living agent meets their own ghostly reflection is just too powerful and will bring about an untimely death for the living. Was Emily's doppelganger a manifestation of the need to be in two places at once, or was it some sort of demonic parasite, draining her strength in her proximity? The truth may never be known. Perhaps the fact is that we all have a spectral form of ourselves constantly watching us when no one else is. I hope you enjoyed that story, and if you did, please leave a like and subscribe. It'd mean a lot to me. And as always, until next time.